hit our breakout sessions here. So if you wouldn't mind, we'll go ahead and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you would please, prepare yourself. Scout salute. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two. Thank you. And welcome tonight. Thank you for joining our roundtable. My name is Todd Brown. I am the Alpine District Chair, sitting in for Ken Fisher tonight, who is out at Sea Base this week with his unit. So I'm sure he's having a great time sailing around the Florida Keys or whatever particular route it is that they're sailing this week. He'll be joining us again here next month. So I did have a few announcements I wanted to bring up. And if you have any questions, of course, go ahead and speak up. So the first thing here is just we have the upcoming Eagle Scout Banquet, which is coming around here real soon. It's scheduled for May 27th. It'll be a virtual event this year. They've added in some breakout sessions, which is actually pretty cool. So in addition to just the recognition part of it, they're giving the Eagle Scouts an opportunity to learn a little bit more about different different interests they may have in the business world, and maybe even network a little bit. So those will be starting at 6 o'clock, and then the actual award ceremony, I believe, is at 6:30. They're also going to be announcing at the banquet the 4 $3,000 scholarships that are available this year. So the winners of those scholarships will be announced. If you have scouts that are interested in applying for those applications are due by April 30th. So just remember that. We are having a Campari this year, so it'll be a little bit different due to COVID. And in fact, right now, our OA chapter is meeting to work through the final details of the Campari itself. So we should be getting a leader's guide out here really soon. But this will be one of our first in-person events that we've actually had in, probably over a year now. So it's scheduled for May 22nd and 23rd. It will be a day event, which means there'll be no overnight camping for the units. They have different sessions set up to work with the scouts, and those are both on Saturday and Sunday. So when your unit goes to register, you'll be selecting the particular session that your unit will be participating in. Per session, they're having 3 groups, and those are composed of 5 people each. We do need to make sure that there's adult supervision as well. We are working with the chapter as well to make sure that we're to see if units can supply how many adults they need to have per group. Right now, it's planned for two adults per group, which is only leaves 3 scouts. So we've suggested the chapter see if they can look into perhaps some changes to the allocation here so that we can get more scouts involved and reduce the need for the number of adults have to attend. But they're doing this basically to try to ensure that they've got good physical distancing for the participants to abide by the COVID protocols. So anyway, that's coming up here at the end of May. We also have Cub Scout Day Camp. So there's, I believe it's 4 different day camps that are being held throughout the council. The one for Alpine, the closest for Alpine would be Lake Sammamish, twilight and daytime camps. Lisa Widener wanted to make sure that I reminded people that if you're interested in participating in this, make sure you sign up here soon. Both of those sessions are almost full now. So go ahead and sign up on the council website if you're interested in participating in that. We also have our district awards ceremony coming up here real soon. So that's typically held in June. So this year it'll be June 10th. And yeah, Carol will be helping to pull that together for us. So got a number of awards that you can nominate people for. So the unit leader awards would be Cub Scout Leader of the Year, Scouts BSA Leader of the Year, Venture Leader, and Explorer Leader of the Year. So make sure you nominate anyone you feel is worthy for those awards. We also have a couple of district leader awards, not the least of which is the District Award of Merit. So if you know of anybody that's been participating, at a district level and has provided a lot of service to the district and unit and our units, make sure you nominate them. We're hoping that we're going to get a lot of nominations this year for those awards. So awards are due by May 27th. And we've got a website set up now that you can go to. It's actually a Google form that you can fill in, so you don't have to, handwrite a form this year. You can just get online and do it real quick through that Google form and submit your nominations. We do have a new Trail to Eagle guide, which our advancement chair, Kirk Albrecht, has put together. So you'll find that up on the Alpine advancement webpage. So if you've got scouts that are, currently looking at preparing themselves for their Eagle rank, they need some guidance on, how to go about pulling their project together, or even filling out the Eagle application, what the process is. You may want to point them to this new Trail Eagle guide that's up there, and it's kind of a living document as we find out new things or have new lessons learned or best practices. I think Kirk's going to try to keep that fresh. So, got scouts that are working towards that. Point them towards this website. Also, we do have plans for in-person training coming back again. So, we postponed a number of these training sessions here for just about a year now due to COVID. We do have a plan for how we're going to do this in person for both ILS and Baloo and Wilderness First Aid as well. So that'll be coming up here in the fall. And I think we had one more announcement. I'm going to let our district executive talk to this. So this will be for the family night with the Seattle Kraken. Do you want to talk to this, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a really cool event. And I'm going to give a shout out to Stefan, the Cub Master from Pack 639. So they're originally looking to do like a pack event and get, and they reached out to some various sporting teams to see if they can get, a speaker at their pack. And Seattle Kraken got back to them and they're like, yeah, we could do something like that. But maybe we can make it a little bit bigger. So this was a week ago. And so Stefan looped me in, and I've been having some discussions with Seattle Kraken, and we got about a 30 to 40 minute event planned. This is for anyone who wants to attend. It's primarily aimed toward Cub Scouts, but I would say anyone interested in hockey would probably enjoy it. I do want to point out that there is one error on this flyer, and that is the date. We've been really working kind of frantic to get this flyer ready by Roundtable, and it wasn't pointed out to me until about 15 minutes ago that we have the wrong month on this on this event. It is actually April 21st. So that is about 2 weeks away. And it's going to be 6:30, and it'll be about 30 to 40 minutes. And there'll be kind of an overview of the Seattle Kraken, some history, talking about the stadium. They're going to be talking about some opportunities for youth to get into hockey that they're going to, looks like Seattle Kraken is going to be working on some youth hockey leagues or something like that for boys and girls. So that's going to be, and then there's going to be a Q&A session, which will probably be about 15 to 20 minutes, the second half of the event. And we have some questions already kind of ready, but then anyone who signs up and joins can type in the questions, and we're going to answer some of those as well. It's going to be hosted by the Kraken Senior VP and former hockey player Todd Humphrey. He'll be kind of the MC and doing most of the speaking and the questions. And then their director of youth and community development, Kyle Boyd, also going to be on there helping moderate. And both of them are also former scouts. So that's kind of a neat connection that they'll be able to talk about how, scouting has helped shape their lives as well. So the link there is on there. I already sent out a message to the Cub leaders about just before this event, just before our roundtable here. There'll be some promotions going out from the council throughout this weekend as well, with corrected dates and everything. So again, that is April 21st at 6:30, and it'll be about 30 to 40 minutes. There's no cost or anything. It's just kind of if you're interested, sign up. We have 500 spots for the webinar. So yeah.
It's great. Thank you, Chris.
Welcome.
Okay, so with that, any other business or questions?
One thing that also has come up is we have NYLT training. Looks like getting prepared. When I look at the last info that I had on it, sorry, I'm trying to get through the info here. There's going to be someone from hopefully be able to share some more info on one that they would like to organize or will be organizing. So we'll hopefully have more info during the Scouts BSA breakout.
Okay, great. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
As a corollary to that, this fall Wood Badge will be back, and participants will actually have an option of doing 2 weekends or a 5-day course that starts on Wednesday and goes through Sunday. And both opportunities are available this fall. That's basically the adult version of NYLT Eric just kind of explained. It's a really fantastic program. Ask anyone in the district. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, keep that in mind too, please.
Yeah, are those spots filling up for those courses? Kat, do you know?
Yes, because one of them will be actually held jointly with Mount Baker north of us.
Okay.
So that one, half the spots are kind of already reserved, and we have some rollovers that were registered the year previous. So it would be a great idea to register as soon as you can, and you do get a discount if you send 2 people from your unit.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, we haven't had a course in over a year, so I'm sure they'll fill those up pretty quickly. That's great. Any other announcements?
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to pause the recording.